The day is just beginning, and let's see where it goes from here. You know, when you're waking up early and you're going to do your run early, and the day is feeling like possibilities, the possibility of this run going well, this run setting up a really good day. How many times do you forget about that slight euphoria, that little buzz that you sometimes feel about getting into your day and going? And it's all about possibilities. Sometimes it just feels like you're getting into the drudge of a day, overwhelmed before you even start, rather than that's sometimes what running or exercise gives me, especially if I do it early, of you actually feel a little excited, sometimes a little overwhelmed, sometimes a little concerned, but you can often feel that the day is just beginning, and let's see where it goes from here. That wonderful sensation of you're just out in the morning air, that lovely cool morning air, just the bird sounds, a little bit of urban wildlife. Obviously just the sound of your own breathing and traffic noise and everything else is at a minimum. Just you and what will you make of this moment, I guess, is what it all feels like. So one of the dreadful things to get used to is the sound of your own heavy breathing as you run. So the incredibly heavy breathing when you're running and the heavier breathing when you're doing your recovery. It is one of the nicer things after you put in some time that your recovery does become faster, it does become better, and it's learning how to actually not push yourself in the recovery, weirdly. So your breathing can come back to that slow feeling you're not running out of oxygen sensation, of course. Then after a minute, you go into the next thing, which is where the body really has not that spring you used to have. You have to work super hard and do gym stuff to get that bounce back in your body, and it's worth it, but it is hard work. So getting that bounce back in your body, it takes a work, and it takes a little bit for me, like I said before in other videos, coming back from a lot of long-term injuries, to have that trust in your body that you can push it and you're not going to break it. That in itself takes quite a bit of time, mentally as well as physically. So, it's not just the process of getting fit, it's a process of trusting your body, believing you can not only do it today, but you can repeat it and not be broken for the next day. Hopefully you can see it up there in the background. I just love running in the early light when you've got the sun coming up, moon going down. As I said at the beginning of this, it's all about those possibilities. Okay. Well, so far the possibilities, the day is not going too bad. So nearly halfway. The thing I wish I'd gotten to terms with a little earlier was it's okay to feel vulnerable and pretty hopeless when you're running. When I was on crutches and walking stick for ages, the fact that I felt vulnerable was going to be a normal part of recovery, but as soon as you sort of come off that walking stick and progress a little bit, you don't want to show your vulnerability after that. You want to show how weak and unstable and all the things, so you sometimes hide that away. And of course, you know, as you get fitter or get stronger, that's going to be exposed. And so, you know, running for me was a big mental game as well as a physical game. But, you know, I'd shy away from anyone being walking or outdoors if I thought I was going to run, because it was, you know, I found myself, you know, a little humiliating that actually my run was probably, especially when I first started, 10 times slower than the fact I could walk. But, you know, it was a very different action, and I hadn't done that action for a very long time. And so to allow myself to get through that stage was a big deal, and I wish I'd come to terms with that a little faster. Still have days where I feel very inhibited, very uncertain, very unsure, but they're often less. So when I run like this in the early morning, it's generally not because I'm trying to avoid people as such. It's because I'm just enjoying the fresh, crisp air, and you know, the rest of the day has got a lot on. So before it was about avoidance, now it's about enjoying the moment. That doesn't mean I feel ecstatic about, you know, running in big crowds, but it's far less so, and I wish I'd come to terms with that a lot earlier, that it's okay to feel vulnerable, and it's okay to just do what you're doing. Like, no one else really cares. Just flap along and heavy breathing and rasping and running until the timer goes off and you come back to a stop and recover. So coming to terms with those thoughts would have been so much easier and not necessarily beneficial, but it certainly wouldn't spike your uncertainty and a bit of anxious about going for a run, which then obviously restricts your breathing, and so then you feel heavier and harder and longer. So make sure you just run your own race, do your own thing, and feel that most of the time when other people are out there, they'll give you a nod and a wave and supportive. You know, the people that are going to heckle you are the ones on the couch. So do the best you can. Just do as much as you can. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap. A big, sweaty, hot mess mash of sweat and possibilities of starting the day now. I feel a slight euphoria for about 15 minutes, probably 20 minutes. Bit of a glow for a while after that, and then that's when you hopefully take that mood into your day. Good luck with your run. Good luck with your fitness. Good luck with getting back up and doing it again anyway. Take care. Like and subscribe. Tell me how you find your early morning runs. Catch you on the next one.